Today, I always like to do well, two things when I break for holidays. And I thought I would take us through today. We're gonna do the reflection, and on Thursday, we're gonna do some looking forward and goal setting for the new year. And so this is something I usually do over the holidays, and I thought I would take you through just a little process today to just start reflecting. And this is something that, you might not get all the way through, but you can always come back to this when you're on your own break. And so uh, either open a document or get a piece of paper and a pen ready to rock and roll. Because we'll go through some questions here, and you can see what you see. Um, so one of the first things that I like to do when breaking is to look back on the year because 12 months just whizzed on by. And my guess is that we all started the year with some goals, some intentions, some hopes. And so just write down what you remember this time last year. What were your intentions for 2024? And some of them may have come to fruition, some may still be in motion, but just what were you setting out to do? What was the mountain that that you were intending to climb? Just take a couple minutes, write down what you remember. And as you're going through the list of what you set out to do for the beginning for this year, just underline or highlight any of the things that you've done, succeeded with, things that you have that are in motion right now that maybe you didn't get all the way there, but you are in the process of. Welcome, Cynthia. We're doing a little reflection on the year. So today we're going to do reflections, and Thursday is Magic Mind. We're going to do some goal setting for the new year. So right now, just reflecting on 12 months ago, what were your intentions for 2024? Take another minute or so. And remember, not just your business intentions, personal intentions, things that you wanted for your own lifestyle, maybe adventures you wanted to have. Okay, so you can come back to this too. The next question is you're going to go through and do your best to remember each of the months. So starting in January, or you could start and work your way back from now. But what were some significant things that happened in each month? It could be personally, it could be with your business, it could be curveballs that were thrown to you in your life. It could be unexpected wins that came. It could be maybe a new habit or hobby that you started. What were some of the things that happened in each month? So just go through from January all the way up to right now and write whatever comes up as you go through each month. And we'll take about 5 minutes to do this exercise, 5 or 6 minutes. Like another minute or so. All right. I'm sure we could go more. I'm sure there's little sparks happening around. Oh yeah, I forgot about that. So the next one is you look at what's happened. The next few journaling questions are going to be what are some of the pieces you feel most proud of? What are top three highlights? And what were the hardest parts that you managed to come through? So I'll just share those in the chat there. So we'll take another 4 or 5 minutes for this section. So what are you most proud of? What were top three highlights of the year? And what were the hardest parts that you grew through? All right, and the next two questions are just a little journaling about how do you actually feel the year went? How do you feel about 2024? And then any top lessons or blessings that you're taking with you into the next year. All right.
Sure, we could
We are
go
going to
for
work
another
on
hour with these,
some
but
very
want
basic,
to make sure
simple
we get some time for hot seats
dreaming
as well.
into the new
Does
year. So the other
anybody
day
care
we
to
did
share a
on
highlight from your
Tuesday we did our
reflections?
2024 reflections. We went
And
through each of the
I would
months
definitely encourage you
and
to
what
dig
happened
into the
throughout
questions a
the
little
year.
more.
We
And
looked
then
at some
on
of the
Thursday, we're
hardships,
going to be
the
working
most
on the goal
proud,
setting part
the
of this.
some
But I
highlights
always
from the
find
year
before doing the goal setting, it's nice to
and how we
just
felt the year
look at the
went,
whole
top
year,
lessons and
put the
blessings.
year
So,
down,
for anybody that hasn't
let
done
it
that, it
go,
was in
and then
the
we
very
can
beginning
figure
of the
out,
recording
okay,
from
with
last
all
week.
of
So
that
today,
now set aside, now
I
we
want to
can
just go
clearly
through
vision
a little
on
bit of
what the next year
intention
is going to
setting
entail. What are
for
the
next year
intentions?
so that we
How do we want to
know
move forward
where we're
from
pulling
here
our
and now
arrow back
based
and
on
shooting towards,
where we've come from?
so that
So
when we
hopefully
come
that was
back well
helpful,
rested from
and
holiday time,
we'll save you having to
we
do
know where
that
we're trying to
over the
go.
holidays now.
We have a clear idea of what support we're going to need. We have a better understanding of what priorities need to be put into motion straight out of the gate in the new year so that we can hit the ground running and get some momentum straight away. And there's no better place to find out the intentions that we want to set forward than in the deeper recesses of our subconscious mind, in the higher order that is trying to guide us through our lives. And so, just taking a few breaths you can have your eyes open or closed, but let's just get ourselves grounded and centered and be intentional with our intention setting here and call in the highest and best future for ourselves, clearing away any patterns or beliefs that would stop us from stepping and embodying that, and really attuning to the deepest desires that are flowing through each and all of us for the life we want to create, for the ways we want to show up in service, for the ways that we want to get paid so that work feels like play, for the creations we want to bring through in the world, and for how we want to show up in our daily life. So take a few breaths, breathe that energy, create the space for all the good things to come. All right, so grab yourself pen, paper, or open a document, whatever your preference is. And I'll give you some prompts and you can just write what comes. And then I would encourage you to spend more time with this over the holidays. And anytime something new comes through, you can just come jot it down on that document that you're going to be working on. So, um, the first question is, how are you going to describe who you want to be in 2025? This is our reset. Who do you want to be? Whatever comes up, write it down. We'll take a couple minutes for this one. Next question. What are you inspired to create and put out into the world next year? What are three things you're going to commit to better yourself next year? Practices, rhythms, routines, habits, could be conferences, could be coaches. What are three things? What skills or practices do you want to learn or improve? Any skills that would be really fun to lean into and spend a year devoted to a little bit of regular practice with them? How are you going to make more money than you've ever made before while having more fun? What relationships are most important to you, and how do you plan to prioritize and invest more time in them? So, who are the most important people or relationships that are just budding, but you want to give more time to them? What limiting or self-defeating stories are you ready to let go of in your life? Can you do over the holidays to put an end to that era to begin anew? These are the stories that could hold you back from moving forward and stepping into all of these intentions to achieving greater levels of success. These are the stories that might be playing under the surface like a broken record, that cause us to think certain ways, act certain ways, or not act certain ways. So, what are the broken record stories that play out again and again that you could do a ritual around to let it go?
You're on mute.
Thank you. What are you most looking forward to? And what's on your bucket list for next year? What are you going to put as the things you're going to look forward to and work towards? This one I'm giving you a little bit more time for. Describe the vision for your life's work and business in 1 year from now. What's changed? Where are you heading? What's working? What do you love? How much money is flowing in? Where's the money coming from? So write it as I am, write it in the present tense, and project yourself a year into the future. And the last question here is what matters most or what is most important to you in 2025? This can act as a compass by staying true to what matters most. All right. That's that. You can obviously spend a bunch more time seeing what else comes up. Once the questions are asked, the brain's going to start thinking about it more. So I would encourage you to give yourself an extra little bit of time and space over the holidays. And from that, it's a matter of, okay, we've got some intentions. Um, you have an intention around where your money is going to come from in a year from now to make more money and have more fun than you've ever had before. So then you have to reverse engineer that. How do you design your schedule? How do you design the workshops and schedule it in so that you look at your 12 months and be like, okay, I'm going to be teaching here, 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 here. I'm going to be looking to do tours. I'm going to be looking like what do you need to put in motion in the month of January to help create that domino effect where you're building momentum, so that you're working towards it and you're giving yourself enough paid opportunities to teach and do your thing that whatever that end intention was of how you're generating more revenue than ever before and having more fun, that you've got that set up from the get-go, that you can see how your schedule is going to flow for the year, or as much of it as possible. And obviously, as the year unfolds, some things might get pivoted, but at least you're casting and giving yourself the best opportunity. And then, touring your signature workshop will also need to be worked into that. And how often you're doing that, and how often you're creating a rhythm of doing the outreach to get more people to host you. So hopefully that was helpful and insightful, and at least began the putting things to rest and envisioning the future. That was the plan for this week, so that you don't have to do all that over your holidays and you can kind of puddle and compost and let yourself enjoy and not think you need to be planning for the whole thing. Beautiful.